it's Grenade again. I'm going to talk about the rigger skill build. So I put this together yesterday, running around doing control points, and just picked up pieces. Nothing was god rolled. Everything was kind of rainbowy. So let's dig right into it. So I'm running the technician specialization, which gives us +1 skill tier. I'm running the test subject as my assault rifle, and it has assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to target out of cover, and it has perfectly in sync. Hitting an enemy grants plus 20% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants plus 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And damage increases are doubled while both buffs are active at the same time. My secondary weapon is the Scorpio shotgun, and it does shotgun damage, damage to armor, critical hit damage, and it has septic shock. Shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts for 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the target, like poison, disoriented shock, etc. I am also running the TDI card custom with InSync on it. You can run any pistol you want, just make sure that there's InSync on it. Okay, so I have 4 pieces of rigger and 2 pieces of handing you. On my rigger mask, so since I'm running 4 pieces of rigger, I get Tend and Befriend, which is interacting with your deployed skills, grants the skill 25% skill damage for 10 seconds. This buff cannot be refreshed, so interactions include using and deploying the skill, changing the skill's target, and healing the skill. So I have +1 skill tier. I'm running skill haste, and skill haste is the mod. On the chest piece, I'm running +1 skill tier, skill haste, and it comes with the talent Best Buds. Increase the damage buff from 25% to 50%. Requires that you have Tend and Befriend also. The holster is also rigger, +1 skill tier, skill haste. For the gloves, +1 skill tier and skill haste. For the backpack, I'm running Handing You Force Multiplier, which gives me, because I have 2 pieces, 10% skill haste and 10% skill damage, +1 skill tier, skill haste, skill damage, and skill haste, and I'm running with perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. And my knee pads, I'm running with Handing You with skill damage, skill haste, +1 skill tier. And for my skills, I run the turret, which the cooldown is 9.6 seconds. The duration is 260.5 seconds. The damage is 91,978. And it is a tier 6 skill build. So it's 120% damage and 420% health. For my drone, which is George, which is the striker drone, by the way, his cooldown is 10.3 seconds. His duration is 261.0 seconds. His damage is 56.491. And he is also a tier 6 skill build with 120% striker damage and 420% health. So this is a skill build that I put together. And the gameplay that comes after this shows, and I talk about it a little bit more. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hi, it's Grenade again. So, this is the rigger skill build that I'm running here at DCD headquarters yesterday with my friend Stack. And I'm testing it out to see how well it does. The one thing I do notice is that the cooldown is really good. And I just put this build together yesterday. I didn't even mess with any of the attributes. It's very rainbowy. And so I just ran it as is to test it and see before I spent my resources to make a god roll. So it seems to work really well. The one thing that I really do like about it is the cooldown for my turret and my drone. And The cooldown for the turret is 9.6 seconds, and the drone is 10.3 seconds. And I don't even have any mods. I was trying to put mods on while I was playing, but that didn't work. But I really like it. I have never ran a rigger set before, and I know a lot of people have problems running it. And so, as long as you read the talents and stuff like that, you'll totally understand it. But enjoy the gameplay, and I'll come back with my other skill build. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, it's Grenade. So this is the other skill build that I've had in my lineup that I use on a regular basis in missions and when I'm running control points by myself or when I'm playing by myself a lot of the times. So this has the technician class, which gives us +1 skill tier. I'm also running on this build the test subject assault rifle. Assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to target out of cover, and it has perfectly in sync. Also running the Scorpio shotgun as well. Shotgun damage, damage to armor, critical hit damage with septic shock, and the TDI card custom. For this I have 3-piece Emperor, 1-piece Fenris, 1-piece Hanayu, and a waveform holster. If you did not have the waveform, you can run a wyvern. Okay, so for the mask, which is an Empress, and because I have 3 pieces, I get 10% skill health, 10% skill damage, and 10% skill efficiency, +1 skill tier. I have armor regen, skill damage, and a skill haste mod. For the Fenris chest piece, because I am running an assault rifle, I get 10% assault rifle damage. I have weapon damage as my core attribute. And then I have skill damage, skill haste, and a mod for skill haste. And I'm running kinetic momentum. When in combat, each skill generates a stack while active or not on cooldown. Stacks increase your total skill damage by 1% and total skill repair by 2%. Up to 15 stacks per skill, last when on cooldown. Now you can run a different talent on your chest piece if you like. There's tamper proof, tech support, calculated, glass cannon, etc. Run whatever you're comfortable there. The holster is the exotic waveform. Gives +1 skill tier, skill damage, skill haste, and alternating current. The backpack is a Hanayu force multiplier. Because I have 1 piece, it gives me 10% skill haste, +1 skill tier, skill haste, skill damage, and skill haste for the mod. And I'm running perfect combined arms. Well, it comes with that. Shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. On my gloves, it's an Empress, +1 skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. On my knee pads, Empress, +1 skill tier, skill damage, and skill haste. I also run just the drone and the turret. So the turret, its cooldown is 10.3 seconds. Duration is 250.8 seconds. Damage is 129.274. He is a tier 6 skill build. So 120% damage, 420% health. And then my drone, which is George. He's a striker drone. His cooldown is 11.1 seconds. His duration is 251.3 seconds. And his damage is 81.095. He also is a tier 6. 120% striker damage and 420% health. George gets things done. So that is my yellow skill build. I do have gameplay afterwards. Please watch it and I talk about it some more. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Hi guys, it's Grenade here, and I'm running my regular yellow build skill build with my drone and my turret, which is George, by the way. Before I begin, let me say that these builds that I'm showing you are for my playstyle, and they may not work for you. You shouldn't just copy and paste people's builds, especially if you've never ran them before. Builds are like snowflakes, but each one is unique and your build style is differently. So, and I'm running this on heroic, no directives because I don't do directives in open world. So this is for this build. It's all yellow, and I explained that a little bit before. But I play this build because I know how to run this build. I've been playing it for a long time. Now, once you hit level 40, you've taken Keener, and you got your watch. This would be a perfect skill build for a beginner. And you could run any skills you want. I just like the drone and turret because it keeps the pressure off of me when I'm trying to shoot. Can't even hit the target, whatever. But, so, the other thing that I want to talk about this skill build, everybody has this skill build. They run it with a capacitor and another weapon. And everybody, it's a cookie cutter build, and everybody runs with it. Now, in order to make the skill build yours, you need to figure out what your playstyle is. I did not figure out my playstyle until I hit shade level 3000. I know, that's sad, but it took me that long to figure it out. But once I did figure it out, I had to change my build up to play my playstyle. And you need to decide, you could do all yellows. If you want a little bit of armor regen, you could add armor regen in. Or if you want more weapon damage, you can do that based on whatever weapon you're running and stuff like that. So figuring out your playstyle is really important. And then you can make a build off your playstyle. Now, on this build, skill build, sure I should stay in cover, but I don't. In the beginning I did, yes. But now I really don't. I just run around like a maniac. So once you figure out your playstyle, then you can make a build around your playstyle. And that way you kind of know what you want, what you don't, and then you want to go test it. And I would suggest doing a couple control points, maybe a mission on your level of difficulty, and test it and decide, what do I need to change? Do I want more damage? Do I want more skill damage? Do I want more of a hybrid build, etc.? So once you figure that out, then you can make your build. So the other thing I want to talk about too is that for the love of law, please don't let people tell you that your build is wrong. There's nothing wrong with your build because you are the one that has to run with it. You're the one that has to build it and play with it. They can give you suggestions and you can take their suggestions or you can leave them or whatnot. And the only way that you're going to learn is by putting your build together the way you want to put it together and just, you know, go that way. You can look at other people on YouTube, but do they really run it in open world or are they just putting a build video together? I run this build all the time. I run it on missions. I run it at control points because I usually play by myself. So, and it works for me. And I know this because I play in it all the time. I know my build, I could run around naked. That's why I can get away with running around like a maniac. But it works for me and my playstyle. So that's what you have to decide. And you know, I lose my health half the time. And I do die with this build, trust me. I'm squishy. I have like no armor whatsoever. But when I run around with it, I can stand up, I can shoot, I can take as much damage as I need and realize, oh, maybe I need to stay in cover for a little bit. So it's really, at the end of the day, you're the one that has to run your build. So once you figure that out and you run your build, you can make a build. Enjoy the gameplay. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. It really does help my channel out and help it grow. If you want to leave a comment down below on what builds you run, that'd be great. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye!